Since before statehood, the community of Eufaula has invested in the Eufaula School District, and the Board of Education understands the value of the school district to the town of Eufaula. With input from across the community, board members have carefully considered the greatest needs of the district and are proposing several projects planned to serve both the students and community of today and the future.
I am a product of this community and this school system. My children also, and hopefully my grandchildren one day. As part of my job as superintendent, it's not only to take care of the day-to-day business of this school system, but to look to the future and to improvement and growth of our school system.
I got 4 kids in the school, but it's not just mine. You know, it's the whole community and the way that the community is perceived.
We utilize things that are provided to us by the public, and then it's up to us to take care of them. It's up to us to see that they're put back in the shape they were after we used them, or restore them.
The Eufaula School Board has called for a $5,510,000 no tax increase bond issue, comprised of several projects focused on improving district facilities, meeting student needs, and providing value to the school as well as the community.
We don't come to you lightly. We know that this is a need for the school district, but it's also a need for the community. As you see your school improve and grow, you'll also see your community improve and grow.
The board's offered this bond issue. It's not going to cost us a penny as a taxpayer other than what we're already paying. And that's a good deal. I don't care how you look at it, especially when you need something. And we need this. We need it badly.
It's something I strongly support. It's something I believe in, and I think it's important not only for the students, but I think it's important for our community to get behind something like this.
The bond issue calls for the building of a new high school kitchen and expansion of the cafeteria, a new PE gymnasium auditorium at the elementary school, and a renovation and expansion to the Vocational Agricultural Education Center, including construction of 2 classrooms as storm-safe rooms to accommodate all high school students and staff. The bond will also fund new lighting at the football field, refurbish of the high school auditorium, and new uniforms and instruments for the band program.
Our cafeteria and the kitchen at the high school are in bad shape, so and the auditorium. So all those pieces are together, and we've looked at improving the seating capacity and moving the kitchen around and actually building onto the building to have a new kitchen area, and and renovating some of the old area to make it additional seating because what we have right now is just not adequate.
The Board of Education has proposed the construction of a new high school kitchen to be located behind the current cafeteria. The current kitchen is outdated and too small to handle the growing number of students and accommodate school and community events.
We need some room. We need more freezer space. We need a lot more storage, and we just need more seating for the kids. And our equipment is as old as some of it is as old as the school is, and it definitely needs to be replaced.
And we do need more seating in the dining room, and we need more freezer space, more space back here in our pantry, and we just need a lot of new equipment. This has been here ever since I've been here, so that's saying a lot. It's been here 30 years better.
This new facility is designed to meet food service needs at the high school for the next 50 years.
Funerals, like people that are real prominent in the communities, they need something bigger than a church. They want to use the auditorium, so they need places, something, open up so where they can house more people. Okay. And so that's just going to be right off of the kitchen, which is going to help too. And then, like our homecoming games and our big ball games and things like that. I mean, that's just, we need a bigger place.
I can remember a time when they had my father's funeral here. And so, it wasn't enough seating area to, we could use the cafeteria, but the seating area was a little small for such a group.
If you do any kind of parties or, you know, like the ag comes over and they do their dinners and stuff, I mean, it's just, there's not enough seating. There's nothing around for them. You know, they have to go out to the other school because our school, it doesn't house enough seating for any kind of event like that.
The area of the current kitchen will be renovated to expand cafeteria seating and to serve as a common area gathering space for the auditorium.
This will also cut down on the amount of time and maintenance that's required by our service people, having to take down tables, put up tables, and move things around. It'll be more available at a much shorter notice without additional labor required to get it ready.
At the elementary school, PE classes currently meet in a large classroom. Space is limited, ceiling heights are too low, flooring is less than ideal, and the room cannot accommodate basketball goals and other equipment for elementary PE curriculum.
We have about 2,000 square feet, so it's very limited on space, height. The walls are all the sheetrock, so they're very easily torn.
With 970 students between the middle school and the elementary school, having one gym and a converted classroom as a PE room, it was just becoming totally inadequate for what we need.
And it really becomes a logistics problem, and some kids aren't able to practice. They're not able to, and we're not even talking about adding a cheerleading that needs places to practice. If there's a play or some arts that need practice.
The school can use it for other functions, and also it would be available to the public if they had a small event and wanted to seat, say, 600 people or something like this.
The new gymnasium auditorium, to be located at the east end of the building, will accommodate a full-size basketball court, basketball goals, synthetic flooring and bleachers, with a stage and storage for additional audience seating. The current classroom, being used for PE classes, will be converted to 2 classrooms.
So we're able to further education both ways, so that was a big deal.
Rated as one of the top FFA chapters in the state, Eufaula Agricultural Education teaches leadership and career skills as a component of livestock and its other programs. Plans are underway for a remodeled and expanded facility with dedicated areas and equipment to meet this changing career study. In addition, 2 of the current classrooms will be renovated as storm-safe rooms to accommodate all of the high school students and staff. Currently, the high school is the only facility in the district without safe rooms.
Purely from the standpoint of deterioration, the building's just in bad shape. A lot of people don't think the kids really care about the buildings, but they do. They take as much pride in the buildings as the teachers and the adults do, I believe.
And it's been repurposed and repurposed, and it's pretty much a mess.
It's not just a barn, they're classrooms that are in this. We got the welding, you know, they learn how to, they have a plasma cutting machine out there, and they need to be able to have room in a facility to be able to use all those things.
Then behind that building, we propose constructing a animal science lab building. It would give the students some place to bring in their animals, wash them, groom them, learn how to show them, and not only that, it will provide the VOAG teacher with a place to do animal science demonstrations and other larger demonstrations that we really don't want to drag into our main building.
If we can get those kids involved in schools, whether it be athletics or ag or band or the academic team, if we can just get them involved, their chances of being successful and completing school is much higher, and really at that next level as well.
The board also plans to refurbish the high school auditorium, including new seat padding, flooring and walls. Sound booth technology, stage stairs, and an electric lift will also be upgraded. In addition, new lighting at the football field, as well as band uniforms and instruments are included.
The athletic field, it is a miracle that we didn't have someone lose their life out there with this situation with the light standards. and that should have been taken care of long ago.
With the failure of our lighting system at the football field, we've been pretty well mandated by the state that we have to do some upgrades. So we thought this would be a good time to go ahead and include that, replace the 50-year-old telephone poles that we've got, all new wiring, and new, more energy efficient lighting at the stadium. So that's got to be done, whether they have to squeeze it out of the general fund or whether we can cover it with a bond issue.
Due to the increased growth in the Eufaula School District, along with the retirement of current bond debt over the next several years, the proposed bond issue is projected to not raise property taxes and keep levies at their current levels. The board has given careful consideration to the need of these projects and their value to the patrons of the Eufaula School District.
There would not be any tax increase. It would be an extension of the existing bonds that are on the books right now. It would be drawn out for 11 years. So this bond would end in 2026.
We are trying to produce something that is a good value for the school system.
I think it's important that we stay current in order to not only provide the best for our students and families that are here now, but also going forward in attracting new families, new businesses, and the growth of our community overall.
This is not a situation where politics is involved. It's a situation where our kids are involved. And we can't do enough for the future. We just can't do enough.
It is for the community. It's to further the community and further the kids. And I don't know anybody who's against that.
I just think as an adult, even as a senior adult, we've got as much responsibility, if not more, to set the example for those that come after us. It's time. It's time we do something.
We would like you to support the school district on February 10th as we continue to grow and improve with the future of Eufaula schools.
I don't think you'll be disappointed with what you will be getting for your tax dollars. There are going to be actual physical improvements that you can drive up, put your hands on, look at, and be pretty proud of for not only your school, but for your community.
Get out and vote, people. That's what you need to do.
We want to contribute. We want to be part of it.
Okay, people, on February 10th, you need to get out and vote. We need this.
Support the future of education in Eufaula. Support the future of the community. Vote February 10th.